Hi everybody, this is Willow from Willow Moon Mystical. Okay, the video I created, the video that I made showing how I create her dress and how I did her hair did not turn out. It was totally out of frame and it just would not have served any purpose. There is a third video that shows how we create the crown for her hair and how we create this garland. But right now we're just going to talk about how I created her her hair and her dress. Well, the first thing that I did is I had some fabric left over from where we made the bunting material, and the bunting flags rather, and I took that material and I just cut little strips of green and a purple. I used my pinky shears to do that with, so it wouldn't unravel, but use what you have. Just regular pair of scissors will work just fine too. And then let me show you from the back what I did. I went and I hot glued them, you know, a purple, a green, a purple, a green, just all the way around her. And then I took two pieces of, you can hear the crows out behind me. Then I took two pieces of the purple and I started from the back and ran them up over the shoulder. So they cross here in the back, and they cross again here in the front. Then I glued those down. Then here I took a leaf from the flowers that I bought to decorate her, and I got these at the Dollar Tree. And I took a leaf and I glued it right on top of these strips of fabric to look as an apron. And then I took a piece of the paint material, one just a little bit longer than this, and I wrapped it all the way around on top of all of that I glued together, and that became her belt. Then in the front here, I just took a piece of the yellow ribbon and I tied a bow. And I straightened it up, played with it until I got it just exactly as I wanted it. And then I clipped it and I hot glued it here. And that made the very front of her dress. So that's how I created her little skirt, her apron, and her shawl and her belt. Now, how I done the hair. What I done for the hair is I just took some yarn that I had left over, some red yarn, and I took it anywhere from about 8 to 10 inches, and I took 30 pieces of this. So I cut me 30 strips of the yarn like this, 30 of them. And then I took it in the center and I took a piece of yarn and I tied it right there, evenly right there. And then I took that and I hot glued it right here at the very top of her head. I hot glued it right there. Then I took all the yarn and I flung it forward. All over here, I flung it forward. I took another leaf from here and I hot glued that leaf over the back to secure all of those folds and everything, to smooth them out. So I glued that on. Then I took two lines of hot glue, one here and one here, and then I flipped the hair back over and I gently patted it. And that is what covered the back. Then I divided it in half and brought it around to the front. I tied it with two pieces of yarn on the side, and then I hot glued it to the side of her head, and that's what created her wild red ponytails. And then, let me get that back underneath there. And then I evened them up. And yeah, that's how I created her dress. And that's how I created her hair. Now in the next video, you'll see how we create the garland and how we create the crown. But that's how we created the clothes for our Brigid doll. And her hair as well. I really wish you could have seen the other video. I do apologize. It was out of frame and it was not usable. So I hope this demonstration will help you to go on to finish creating yours. Stay forever magical. Thanks for joining me, and blessed be.